Greetings and welcome. This is Ted Ferry, the president of Conatus Real Estate. I wanted to take some time here to walk everyone through what Conatus Real Estate does. We see there on the screen, big capital gains in your pocket, but what does that mean? Conatus Real Estate helps California real estate investors monetize the equity in their home without triggering capital gains taxes. In this process, many times we're able to help our customers achieve 2 to 3 times current income. So how do you get started? Come to our website, conatusre.com, and go down here to this, click Start Here. Give it a second to load. This will take us to our 1031 sizing request page. So you can enter your info here, along with the address of the property that you want to have sized. Don't worry, I'll explain what a 1031 sizing is in more detail in a second. And click submit. You're going to have to fill out this little CAPTCHA and click submit. The result of this will be, and here we have this little pop-up here. You can always subscribe to our newsletter as well if you'd like. So the result of entering your info here is going to be a report that you receive from Conatus, and one of the pieces of the report is going to be what we call a 1031 sizing. So now for this example property, we're running through a bunch of details about where it was purchased, things that help us to understand what the actual gain is on the property now, other metrics that help us to drive the current income, things like that. And then we also make estimates for what the returns will be on the properties that we're able to purchase. In this specific example, we think that we should probably be able to help the customer sell a property for $1.7 million. To do this, we partner with local listing agents to make sure that our customer is partnered with, has the best possible person selling their house to maximize value for their specific area. We run through a whole bunch of numbers. I'm happy to walk through this in detail, but I understand we may not have some people that are not head over heels about numbers as I am, so we'll try to cut to the chase here. It looks like if we were to successfully achieve a 1031 exchange for this customer, we'd be able to replace this $1.7 million house with a portfolio of about 10 single-family rental houses. Now, here's where the real interesting part of the analysis is in this section that says cash flow analysis. So the sold property, this shows that the current situation is they're receiving $56,000 in net income annually, and this is after you factor in all sorts of different types of reserves and all of the expenses that are on the property. But the debt service is $85,000. So this customer is actually coming out of pocket about $30,000 a year to hold on to this house. I'm sure there's a good reason, but it's expensive. What we would be able to put them into potentially would produce these 10 houses in a place like San Antonio, Memphis, or Kansas City, would be $90,000 in income. The debt service would actually drop by about $5,000, and their cash flow, this cash flow before taxes, goes from a negative $30,000 to a positive $10,000. So that's really the core benefit of doing a 1031 exchange with Conatus. Now, okay, we have that information. That sounds great. So how do we move forward? As we have our discussions and it seems more interesting, we'll proceed to execute an agreement. Very straightforward, easy to sign, happy to walk through any details related to it. And we come back over here to our home page. Once our customers are engaged, they gain access to our client portal. You can always get to this portal. You can go direct to portal.conatusre.com /login, or like I did here, you can start from the home page and you can always just click the client login. Sometimes, for me, that's a little easier to do. Sometimes I don't have to remember my website address. So we come in and you will get an automatic email once we set you up with a login with your login and password info. So we'll click through here. Now what we're going to see here is that all of our customers have the ability to put two-factor authentication on their account. It's not required, but in today's age of data security, we felt it was important to have this feature available for everyone. Not sure what's happening here. Okay, so we get through to where we put the password in. Obviously mine's saved here. There we go. Click through, put our login info, enter our password, and the next stage that pops up, it's going to ask me to put in my two-factor authentication code. Now this is really easy to set up. There's an instruction manual on the portal about how to set it up. Basically just download this free Google app. It's called the Google Authenticator app, and scan this barcode, and then it sets it up so that you are the only person that has this 6-digit code to be able to get into your portal. So I enter my code. I know that my data is secure, and I can enter our portal. As we go through, so at every stage of the portal, there is a video to walk through the details and how to navigate through, so I'm not going to get into too much detail on how to click through. The key thing is that it's pretty straightforward to interact with the portal. I get here and the first thing I do is just click my name to enter. And this takes me to the place where we have three different sections of the portal: acquisitions, asset management, and my info. Again, so you can see here are the videos that in every section, right at the point of click, just to, we're all about limiting hassle for our clients. And so if you're having trouble finding something, just click on the video and watch it. Starting up here at acquisitions, we have now it works a little bit differently. We have really two types of clients. We have a 1031 client that has a specific deal, then they're really under the gun to purchase several properties at a time with a limited time frame. And then we also have other investors that are not in a 1031, may also be in a hurry to purchase properties, but don't have those specific 45-day limits to identify like the 1031 investors. Why that's relevant is that if I imagine that the 1031 interaction with the portal may either be the customer provides us with power of attorney so that we can write offers for them to make sure that we are moving as fast as we possibly can, or the customer is going to be constantly on this portal all the time, working to look for new opportunities and interacting and making sure that we're getting everything out there as fast as we can. So in either case, we send out a regular email with notifications of new opportunities that have been added to the portal. The opportunities that we focus on are high quality tenant segment homes. To do this, we focus on $1,200 rent and higher, and we typically try to stay at a net 6 cap and higher. No one can talk for 5 minutes with me without realizing that San Antonio is my favorite rental market. So we focus a lot there, but we also have fantastic relationships across a myriad of other rental markets in the country. And so just let us know if you want to see something in some other area, let us know and we'll drop it into your portal. So I get a notification that a property is in here. I jump in, I want to see the details on the offer. And so I can always click on any address to find the information about the offer. And like I said, we have videos that goes into detail about where every piece of information is. But we can see here at the lead, this gives me the property info. This file here, for every offer that we put out, we have a copy of the deal sheet and underwriting. And this is really crucial because it tells us what's the pricing, what's the yield that we get. And so this yield down here at the bottom, sometimes we'll refer to this as a cap rate. So this would be a 7.19% yield or cap rate property. As we go through, we're interested in the property. And so we would drop here in this chat box, please make an offer. We will catch this request on our side, and as soon as we do, we'll make the indications on the back end of this portal on our side to auto-generate an offer based on all of the data for this property and the customer's specific info about the offers that they want to write. And I'll show you here in a second where that info can be changed by the client. When that offer gets sent out, it gets sent to, actually we can just drop down here and skip ahead to this part. But so this offer gets sent out, and you can see down here at the bottom we have all of this my info. These are things like our offer entity name, our signer name, signer email. So when the offer gets put together, it's going to get automatically sent to this signer email with the signer name attached to the offer. When the offer is signed, it'll automatically get dropped back here into the portal and also sent to the local market listing agent or buyer's agent that we're working with that will deliver that offer directly to the listing agent. You know, this is from my experience in buying over 1,100 single-family rental homes. This is the most efficient possible way to execute this process. Some of the other pieces of information that go into the offer detail are inspection days, closing days, option fee, LTV. This one is really important in that it sets the loan amount that is placed onto the offer based on the offer amount for that specific property. Some other kind of similar type features, we have our chat box. You can always ask questions, communicate information through here. Email also works as well, client@conatusre.com. And we get over here to another file attachment part. In this place on our main base portal, the files that are attached here are core documents. This would be like the consulting services agreement that Conatus has with the customer, our property management agreement, any property management agreements that exist between the customer and the local market property manager, things like that. Now the last piece is the asset management section. I'm not going to spend too much time here, but the general gist of this area is that it's a place for Conatus to communicate approval requests that we receive from the property manager or other vendors. What this enables our customers to do is detach. It creates a passive activity in terms of managing their portfolio. We step in the middle of the communication. We provide our client at conatusre.com email address to all of the vendors. So all of the communication comes through this portal and we match it up to the customer's account. So this approval request, our customers, they don't have to sit on email and focus on this and get pinged all day long with all these different requests. They have the liberty to log into the portal on their time and make decisions when it works out for them, not when somebody else tells them to do it. So the approval requests come in that manner. The PM communication, PM stands for property manager, comes in a similar manner. And this My Portfolio section, this is where once we close on a property, this is where all of the information about the property at closing is captured. So this is going to be anything related to diligence, our rent amount, our purchase price, all of the documents related to that closing, they're all going to exist here. And probably the most exciting thing about this asset management section that is coming up here soon is that we're finalizing our selection of a vendor to provide an automatic data connection to the property management software. Now, it doesn't probably sound so exciting to many people, but the result is really awesome. This provides our customers, our investors, with the opportunity to be consistently updated on the performance of their portfolio real time. They can see things like occupancy, they can get their expense and revenue data so they can see, hey, what is it that I'm making? So we're really excited about rolling that out here in the near future, but it's been great to walk you through our process. And please don't hesitate to let us know if you have any questions. Again, this is Ted Ferry, the president of Conatus Real Estate, and we can't wait to work with you.